Peace and love, family. This NGR Masi Mayusi with our true history. Maps don't lie. This is part 1 of the series. Please enjoy. You may be looking at this like, oh man, it's just a map of Africa. But you know, if you read between the lines, it's way much more than that. So today we're going to go to a site called sacrednword.com by Nigga B. Hall. And we're going to go over the first lesson. First thing you need to know is, what is the sacred N-word? Okay, family. So now we off the site, we see the Egyptian hieroglyphs that say Neggur. So as you read down, it's pretty much telling you that we knew this word, and this word dates back 30,000 BC. And Latin is only dated back to 500 BC. And it's saying nigger is the oldest word of record in the world. It's even in the Bible. So, you know, got a Bible quote from the book of Amos, and it has our word spelled Nigai. And it says it's the ancestor of Christ. Also, it says nigger is the same as nigga, the same as niggas, the same as nigger, the same as naga, the same as negest. And it all means king, chief, queen, goddess, or divine one. And, you know, the greeting nigga or nigger was also common to brother all the way until 1940. So we wonder why they suddenly changed this word. It's not a white word nor a Latin word. Let's get that straight. It existed before white people and any other people had a written language. And if you look right here, you can pause the video to really see these. It's just letting you know, showing you places where this was written in ancient text. Okay, so it says the above excerpt is a full map of Nigritian, published in 1817. The full map will be in the book. She also has a book. Look up NGA B Hall. This site is called desacrednword.com. So with this, she's pretty much telling you that, you know, they've been writing about us. They've been knowing our worth, knowing where we was from, and all that. And in later videos, I will get deeper into why they hid this. So it says it was a title that the inhabitants of the center of the dark continent, meaning where no white man has gone before. It says no white folks has told them what to call anybody at any time, anywhere. This word, niggas, nigga, nigger, whatever vowels Western man puts in it, was handed down to them from their ancestors, meant chief/king. And then they showing you right here, it's pretty much showing you an expert on a nonfiction book that was 6,000 years ago. So I'm gonna scroll up and show y'all. You can pause the screen right here too, and you'll be able to see the excerpt right there. All right. And then right here it breaks you down. It breaks it down, and as you see, NGIR equals God/king, chief, God, not the creator, but a title. And it's pretty much breaking that down. And as you seen in the beginning, it had the hieroglyphs, and it showed you what it meant. So you still want to tell me that the name is ugly? Any people who lets their oppressor change the meaning of their name to something ugly is a psychologically controlled people, because it is cultural genocide. Even Kunta Kinte knew that. So they pretty much explained to you how they took what we knew and made it seem ugly. It made it seem detestable, so we won't find out the truth after slavery. What is not taught in schools. There are at least 3 rules in spelling to know about ancient languages and languages that are relevant here. A vowel is a term that means vocalization, which answers the question, what does it sound like? Each single consonant representing a word or words. An idea, ideas, and each consonant had multiple meanings. 2 or more consonants, each word could be put together to enlarge upon a concept. Generally, concepts and ideas was written with 3 syllables adjacent to each other. These syllables to us was called consonants and were written without vowels between them. Some vowels stood alone and had specific meanings. E and U meant house, and so pretty much vowels that was placed between consonants was pretty much guessing. So they really didn't know what everything meant, so they put them vowels in for they could understand what we meant better, but it also spread the confusion. So the roots in the word do not change the meaning. The consonants can be written in reverse order, forward or backwards, or interchange, and it's called metasis. NGR has the same meaning as RGN, origin. The meaning of the word nigger is in, from, or belonging to. G, first or beginning. R, Ra, the source of God. So NGR is from or belonging to a source or the original people. See, it doesn't matter what vowels are inserted because they did that for they could pronounce what we know better and to fit more into their language because they couldn't speak our language. All right. So have you heard of Nigritia? That's where everything roots from, Nigritia. So the Western powers changed the name of the continent from Nigritia to Africa at the Conference of Berlin in 1884 AD through 1885 AD. When they divided it up to steal the wealth and the landmass from our people, they pretty much renamed a lot of the countries and territories where we can't trace our true ancestries back. This untold amount of stolen wealth has allowed the citizens of Europe, Great Britain, and the U.S. to have comfort, social services, disease-free waterways, amenities, great infrastructure, magnificent architecture, etc., while simultaneously heaping vilification, unimaginable suffering, poverty, and death upon their black victims throughout the entire continent. The white man's burden is their collective crimes of immorality, viciousness, murder, and theft, not fairness and concern. So, as you see, it was a plot against us, as we already know, but it's just holes in the story. So my goal is to give y'all the bread and butter in them holes. In 800 BC to 500 BC, a map by Herodotus showed Nigritia as the name of the continent. As foes conquered it, the area named Nigritia shrank until it disappeared altogether from today's maps and reference books. So right here, it's a book called Social History of the Races of Mankind, First Division, Nigritians. Extremely important. Naming is permanent. Okay, my bad. Extremely important. Naming is the permanent act of political domination. When others name you, they own you. You lose your adulthood. Adults name their children. They renamed us Africans. What does that mean to our sovereignty worldwide? The name Africa has no ancient history, only NGR/Nigritia. We were known as Nigritians in the U.S. and globally throughout the early 1900s until they, on their own, gave us a new name. See the book above. In 1885, Nigritians, not Africans. So right now, she's pretty much explaining to you how they really changed our name for we don't know, so we can't get the benefits that we deserve, to hide their war crimes, to hide what they've done to us, for we don't ever find our roots. So it says, remove our name from their reference books, and after one generation we don't remember. They can then tell us anything, which they do. It's insurance of our history. It's a race erasure. Yeah, I'm sorry about that word. Self-destruction is part of their plan. It's a psychocultural manipulation. It's denial of one's own history. It's denial of one's own ancestors. You won't even call their names. Shame on you. It's cultural genocide promoted by our own people. Knowledge is power, and you being able to intelligently discuss the so-called N-word can reverse the scam that has taken place. It's a scam that has cost the freedom and livelihood of many people, livelihood of many people, not to mention the abhorrent self-enabling of genocide of a race. It says, we must deal from facts, not emotional, unquestionable gullibility. So we can't be gullible and just go off of anything, just off of emotions. You know, like a lot of people is so conditioned with the knowledge they already have that any new knowledge they get, they pretty much shun it out. All right. The importance of the name nigger. The use and value of one's personal and racial name include its traces of your history. It shows your location of your people worldwide, documents continually of historical record, gives meaning and sustains culture, influence one's chain of thought and reason, provides wholeness in spirit, mind, and body, suspends the need of subsequent change of the name when verified by scientific records, linguistics. How logical is it to let your enemy change the meaning of your ancestral name? So yeah, pretty much it's an insult to us by them changing our name. It makes us lose touch with our ancestral connections, our history, and our spirit. You know, like, we need to understand that we are psychologically submissive to any lie that they feed to us, also making us psychologically submissive to any lie our people feed to us that was fed to them by the oppressor. So with this information, please take heed to it. Please study for yourself. You know, this is only a brief walkthrough through it. I didn't want to make this video 20-30 minutes. I just made 11-minute videos. I want to try to keep my videos short. Trying to keep them under 15 minutes apiece. So you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. Go to the site, thesacrednword.com. Peace.